home, Ken fam. I'm sure you all have the same question I have right now, and that is, who is running the skies right now? Newark Airport is drowning in delays. Senator Chuck Schumer's lighten up the FAA, and Secretary Sean Duffy just put the Pentagon on blast on Fox News of all places, like it was open mic night. Flights are being canceled. VIPs flying helicopters like they Batman, and regular folks are just out here getting grounded with no answers. Buckle up. It's time to roll, y'all, because we got some turbulence. Let's go. Start right now with Newark here. 1,200 plus delays. Over 300 cancellations this weekend alone. Not weather, not a tech glitch, just a good old FAA negligence. And they got 19 certified air traffic controllers at Newark right now. 19. If that sounds alarming, it is, because the tower is supposed to have around 40. And that's essentially like you're trying to run a whole damn city with a half empty control panel. That's like running a hospital with 3 nurses or no doctors. So, Senator Chuck Schumer, he rolls up, boots on the ground, and calls it out and calls it what it is, a national embarrassment. National embarrassment. That's exactly what this is. And not only that, Schumer continued to not bite his tongue, and he told the FAA and the Department of Transportation to basically fix this shit now before summer hits and Newark becomes a no-fly zone for families just trying to live. He called out the leadership directly and Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. And he said, this ain't just bad logistics, it's just straight up dangerous. And if they don't get this together and get it together by June, it's essentially just open season on accountability. So here's why this matters for us here in Black America. Because if we're keeping it a buck right now and keeping it 100, Newark, New Jersey, Newark Airport essentially is our airport. Black and brown folks fly out of there on the daily. Whether you're heading to the ATL, a HBCU homecoming, a funeral down south, or just a business move in Houston, LA, or even Dallas. But this just ain't delays. This is an infrastructural failure funded by our tax dollars, impacting our communities and ignored until a white senator raises hell. And check this out. And just when you thought the FAA was the biggest mess in the skies right now, Secretary of the Transportation Department, Sean Duffy, got on Fox News, rather, on the Ingram angle with Laura Ingram and started airing out the Pentagon like it was just a reality show reunion.
Blackhawk. Who was that VP they were taking the scenic tour
listen,
for?
that's the question.
VIP.
Right? So they have to have a mile and a half nautical separation, nautical miles, 500 feet separation as well. They breached that airspace, the helicopter did, and so 2 airplanes had to go around. The question becomes, who are the VIPs? Is it a 2-star, 3-star general? There's a lot of traffic going into the Pentagon. The top brass at the White House, they take a Suburban or a Tesla or they take their own car. Who do these generals think they are that they have to take helicopters to go to meetings or go to air? I don't know who it was. We should find out. And well, the DOD.
Well, who do we ask? I mean, you're the transportation secretary. How do you not?
The FAA doesn't know. We asked the DOD. The DOD has promised radical transparency. They should tell us who is qualified to take a helicopter out of the Pentagon. I don't know.
So wait a minute.
But they have to tell us.
Let's pause it right there. I'm like Laura Ingalls right now, and we hardly agree on anything. And I mean anything. How do you, as the FAA, not know, and as the transportation secretary, not know who was flying in that helicopter? And they're supposed to be a VIP. Let's go.
Oh, could you just call up Hegseth?
Well, I should actually. Why don't
Let's
you call
him right now.
You call Pete.
Okay,
Dial
I got
in.
it. I got the phone.
She actually has a phone right by her desk.
Yeah, I do. I'm ready for that.
What did he expect her not to have a phone right by her desk? I mean, hell, even I don't say you should do something and then not do it. And then the other question is, why hadn't you called up already? But hey, essentially, Duffy is like all of us wanting to know who are the VIPs, and he's like, all right, if it's Trump, or even if it's Vance, that's cool. If it's a two-charge general, take a goddamn Suburban. Now, we got commercial flights getting diverted for mysterious shoppers. Black Hawk crashes 3 months ago in DC, killed 67 people. The Pentagon won't name names. The FAA can't keep Newark staffed, or really pretty much any location staff right now. And the Transportation Secretary is on TV saying the DOD is promising radical transparency, but can't say who's joyriding in the damn skies. Let's make it make sense, because our tax dollars funded this whole system, and somehow we're the ones stranded, delayed, and dismissed. So here's the play, Kim folks. Have you been delayed? I want you to drop right now a plane emoji in the comments. Secondly, have you missed an event because of the Newark or Reagan International Airport's drama? I want you to tell me your story right now. And then I want you to go over and tag Secretary Duffy and Secretary of Defense Pete Hestak and ask them who's flying the damn helicopters and who's flying this country into the ground. Because from New York to DC, somebody's playing games with our skies. And I tell you what, we ain't about to have it. And this ain't just bad management. It's reckless, it's elitist, and it's straight up dangerous. And we're going to speak on it every single damn time. That's Ken Plus. That's the breakdown. Let's fly right.